Hey everybody, welcome back to Beauty News with Angela Cruz, where I upload every week to help you look your best and feel your best. And the reason I'm doing this video is because over the past year that I've had this journey with adult braces, you guys have followed along on my progress journey, and it is a cliche for bloggers to say, but I have received so many messages, and I mean well over 20 messages of people who say, hey, I've watched your videos, I've seen the progress that your teeth have made with adult braces, correcting an underbite, and I am now searching for an orthodontist who offers this special technique in my area. So I want to address that first before we get into this video and I show you my progress in my teeth. I want to address the fact that I am not an orthodontist. I do have success in my teeth correcting an underbite. I'm talking my underbite was severe class 3 malocclusion, and now it's like fixed teeth. And I don't know where you live. I don't know if you have an orthodontist in your area that offers this technique, so I would recommend that you do some Google research. Also, if Google does not turn up MEAW, the technique that I've been using on my adult braces, not only can you call the orthodontist, you can also book free consultation. So I wanted to start with that. Now that we've got that out of the way, that's my disclaimer, because I feel really guilty because some of the people who've reached out say, you know, will this work for me? First of all, I am not an orthodontist. I have no idea what your teeth look like, or, you know, whatever. I will say that MEAW, what it is, if you watch my very first vlog with my orthodontist, he tells more about it. So I have already put in the description box below the videos of my my braces vlogs, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is vlog number 5, actually. This is a live stream. It's the first time I've done a live stream showing my teeth. But I wanted to tell you what my teeth have been doing, the progress report of where I am now, and the reason why I got braces. I feel like that could actually be a separate video, but I'm condensing everything into this update because I have a new baby. I don't have time to do a lot of YouTube videos like I used to do. So for starters, for those of you who are new, thank you for tuning in, and I hope that this video inspires you. The reason why I got braces is because for years, and I'm talking probably 3 to 5 years, I was obsessed with the fact that I had a severe underbite, and my teeth, I'll give you a sneak peek. Look at that. That's amazing. My teeth. So my teeth were really bad, and if you look at the thumbnail of this video, you'll see how bad my teeth were. You can go back and look at my original video, and I talk, you see how I speak. Go look at some of my old YouTube videos. You'll see how my teeth were whenever I would speak, and, you know, my underbite would affect my speech. So it's not that I had a lisp. I would talk to somebody, spit would come out of my mouth because there was a huge gap between my bite. You know, they call it the upper arch and the lower arch, so there was a big gap there. There was just a lot of things that made me very self-conscious about it. I used to be a TV news anchor. Whenever I would turn sideways on the news and I would interview a guest on the morning show, I would hate the way that my lower lip would jut out. For 3 to 5 years, I spent so many hours watching YouTube videos and looking online and doing my research as to how people corrected their underbite with braces and not surgery. However, I went to multiple orthodontists who told me your underbite is so severe that you can only correct it through surgery. That was false. They did not know that they were telling an accidental lie, but I am living proof that you don't have to have surgery to correct an underbite, even one as severe as mine. So I actually printed out notes as to why I got braces and, you know, what my journey has done, because I tend to ramble in these because, you know, my underbite correcting is a big deal. It's funny now because all my friends and my coworkers, they're like, I know Angela's really into teeth and braces. So they tell me their journey. In fact, one of my coworkers just told me, she's like, I'm getting Invisalign. I'm so excited. I was like, oh, let me see your teeth. Like, I'm just so into it. So anyway, I literally one time even thought about flying to Thailand every month to get these special buccal screws. I don't even know how to pronounce it. B-U-C-C-A-L. They're special screws, buccal screws that go in your gums that also can correct an underbite with rubber bands and orthodontia and not surgery. So I fly for free because my husband's a flight attendant, so it's not like I'm super rich or anything. But I was like, should I just fly to Thailand every month and get these buccal screws? That was before I found out about the MEAW technique, which I'm going to tell you more about. So, after I went to several orthodontists for free consultations, I got the negative news that they thought that I only could do surgery because my bite was so severe, underbite. There was one orthodontist, and I'm here in South Florida, and I believe he was in Boca Raton, and he told me, I can correct your bite through Invisalign, but it won't be like a perfect bite. It will be like the teeth are touching, and he said that's probably as far as I can take you. I was actually considering that too. Something else I never even told you guys before I started all of this is that my dentist, like one of the dentists I went to, I'm about to change my dentist because I don't like the way that they clean my teeth, but my dentist that I had gone to, he was an Indian gentleman. He told me, he was super nice about it, but he told me, like, you know, he thought that I shouldn't get braces because my gum line, I never told you guys this, my gum line, he thought that my roots of my teeth and my gums were too far close to the surface, and that if I got my lower teeth tipped back, like this was how my teeth were, and if my lower teeth tipped back, that the gum root, the root of the tooth would poke out of the gums and it would be a problem. Like literally the root of my teeth, he said, would come through my gums. And I was like, that is a terrifying thing to think about. I don't like that. I'm scared. So I talked about it with my orthodontist. You guys, if you want to find out more about my orthodontist, I linked to his website below. He's the family orthodontist in Wellington, Florida, in the Palm Beaches, South Florida. And he is the nicest gentleman ever, Dr. Danny Bass. I interviewed him on my first video. I think I've interviewed him on a progress report vlog. I think I did on my second or third. I can't remember which one. Look at all those videos below. He said that he would monitor it, but that he did think that it would be okay. He was right. Dr. Danny Bass has been right about everything. Those other orthodontists, no offense to them, I love y'all still, but they were all wrong. And my dentist was also wrong because my gums are completely fine. Every time I would go to Dr. Danny Bass every month to get the wires tightened and, you know, new rubber bands and everything, I would always ask, are my gums okay? Are my gums okay? I quit asking that after about a year because I'm like, my gums are clearly okay. So for those of you who don't know my journey, I started getting braces last year. I think it was March or May 2017. I am now a year and a half into it. It's November 2018. I am actually getting my braces off at the end of this year. That is correct. I'm super excited about it because that is like 6 months faster than I thought that it would happen, because I think he told me originally that it would take about 2 years, give or take. So the reason why I have had such a quick journey is because I've been very compliant about wearing my rubber bands. I should do a separate interview. I should do a separate, not interview, I should do a separate YouTube video log about the #1 tip I have for you to speed up your braces is to wear your rubber bands or wear your Invisalign trays, or, you know, to make sure you set those appointments religiously, like every month or however often your dentist recommends it or your orthodontist recommends it, to get your braces tightened. Like, you just need to keep up with the maintenance and you need to commit to it. I say that in every time I do a video about my braces. I'm like, you got to commit to this. This is an expensive thing. Usually it's elective. This was elective for me. It was like cosmetic. I also had the issues of the way that I chewed and my bite, but I didn't like the way that it looked. That's what really sparked me to make this change and to spend the thousands of dollars that it cost me. I did not get braces for free because I'm a blogger. Sure, I get a lot of free hair products. I get a lot of free makeup products, but I did not get these braces for free. I paid the full price for them. Actually, I got a special because they were running a special whenever I started, but I didn't get this free because I was like, hey, I'll do you some YouTube videos. Nope, no discounts. I paid the full price for this. I chose to do that because I'm like, these are the teeth in my mouth. This is very important to me. My smile is important to me. So I want to make this change in my life and my appearance. So I chose to do that. So speaking of surgery and why I did the MEAW technique, I had never heard of the MEAW technique. I had no idea, and I'm like so confused about, you know, why this is not like a thing in the world. Like, why do not more people know about the MEAW technique? So having said all that, I don't know if your area offers it. I was fortunate that when I stumbled upon it, I don't even remember how I stumbled upon it in my Google research. Maybe it was a YouTube video, but somehow I found out about the MEAW technique. It stands for Multi-Loop Edgewise Archwire. The W stands for the wire and archwire. So Multi-Loop Edgewise Archwire is MEAW, the MEAW technique. Basically what it is, oh, I don't even have the MEAW brace wire anymore. So if you want to see it, you got to go look at one of my other vlogs. So again, hit my description box up below. So you'll see that each wire on the lower one had a loop on it, and it's a special technique that Dr. Danny Bass had studied extensively. So I found out about it. I Googled it and found out that there were 2 orthodontists here where I live in Palm Beach County, Florida, that offered it. There was a gentleman in Jupiter who offered it, an orthodontist there, and it was listed on his website. But Dr. Danny Bass, I believe his website had like a whole section on it. And when I spoke with him about it, first of all, just so you know, I live closer to Wellington. I live in West Palm Beach. I live closer to Wellington. Washington. Jupiter is probably about 10-15 minutes farther away. And I felt just from the website, the way that they were presented and laid out, I felt that Dr. Danny Bass actually specialized in the MEAW technique, whereas the dentist and orthodontist, no offense to him, don't know him, probably a wonderful gentleman, I felt that it was like kind of an afterthought added onto the website. So the marketing got me. Dr. Danny Bass's marketing got me. So glad it did. Not only that, but the receptionist, the manager, the office manager, not the receptionist, the office manager at his office was like me, half Asian, had an underbite, got the MEAW technique, and fixed her underbite. So I spoke with her, I met her, I saw her, I'm like, her teeth look exactly like mine. Again, refer to my first vlog, my first ever video about this, which is the first link in my description box below. Watch that, watch Holly, see how her teeth changed, and you will see why I felt very confident going into this process, because I said if she had an underbite just as severe as mine, and her teeth looked exactly like mine, and she was able to correct that underbite, I said, surely I can do it. Here's what's funny. Holly corrected her bite in a year and a half, and so have I, because we both were very religious about wearing our rubber bands. I didn't care how stupid they made me look. If you want to see how I look wearing my rubber bands, go back in all my videos. It's probably been about 20-30 videos ago. I was in San Francisco. I did a live magnetic lashes review on the 1-2 Cosmetics full lash. You'll see me wearing my rubber bands in that YouTube live so you can see what they look like on me. I had them in the front. As we speak, I am wearing my rubber bands on the back molars. Also, for those of you who don't know, you cannot do the MEAW technique and expect your underbite to be corrected if you have your wisdom teeth. Part of the reason that this worked for me is because I had my wisdom teeth all removed when I was, I think, in high school. So that is something I should make you aware of. So for those of you who are watching this, like, oh, is this going to work for me? If you're 16, you still have all your wisdom teeth. Unfortunately, you are not a candidate for the MEAW technique, because what it's doing is using the space that the wisdom teeth used to take up in your mouth and pushing back the teeth and tipping back the lower arch, your lower teeth, to, you know, aware of that. Is that my brain? They are clear. And I chose that. He did not charge the Donis. That would be an additional $1,000 because I hated the thought of work. However, I got one medal because there's one tooth that refused to turn. Also, my wisdom teeth are turning more slowly. I've been very good about wearing my rubber bands, but they just haven't wanted to move. They're being stubborn. So I have not had to have separate little links, okay? So you can see that. Stop being crazy. Conscious, you know, that they're now like, so I was asking my orthodontist,